Another milestone day for the college football playoff as we get one step closer to finding out which teams will play for the new national championship trophy. On Tuesday, the selection committee in one voice released the first rankings, and if the playoff were to start today, these are the four title contenders. Here to get their thoughts, Ray Crawford, here with our managing editor Pete Fiutak and our analyst Doug Chapman. Few, did the committee get the top four
They
right?
very much did not. I'm okay with the top three. Ole Miss cannot be your fourth best team in the country if you're going by what has happened on the field. Now, if you want to say Ole Miss is the fourth best team because you think they're the fourth best team, I can buy that. But at the immediate moment, who's got the most acceptable one loss out there? It is Auburn and Mississippi State losing to Mississippi State. The second most acceptable loss out there technically at the moment is Notre Dame losing to Florida State. To me, I think Kansas State, because they lost to Auburn, I think they should be in there, or Oregon. I know they lost to Arizona, a one-loss team, but Oregon, I think, has that nice mix of being a really good team. You can make the excuse that they weren't quite the same then. They didn't have their offensive line in place. Fisher's back now. You saw what they're doing. Their offensive line is all set. I think Oregon kind of has that best mix of things, but for me, Kansas State, Notre Dame, or Oregon, I think it's Oregon.
That's hogwash, Pete. They absolutely got it right because you think Alabama's going to win the national championship, correct?
Not about what I think, it's about what I can prove.
Ole Miss beat Alabama. It shows you the power of the SEC West in particular. 75% of the top four comes from that one division. Ole Miss goes out, loses to LSU, who's not even the top 20. They don't even fall out of the top four. Everybody else on the outside looking in better be scared because these SEC West teams are going to cannibalize each other, but they're not going anywhere. They're constipated right there.
I like Brett Bielema's tweet. Hey, look at the top six. Welcome to our schedule. A lot of fun we're having here.
Interesting. I like your choice of terms there.
There you go.
Doug Chapman.
Speaking of Bielema.
So as we look at the other teams outside of the top four, who do you like as a sleeper to get?
All right, at the end of it, remember, all this starts from scratch. This is a cute exercise. It all gets thrown out, and next Tuesday, we have a whole new set of rankings. And we're going to have a whole new set of rankings on December 7th, and at that time, Oregon's going to be in this thing, and Michigan State is going to be in this thing. Michigan State with one loss right now, if you look at their schedule ahead, they're going to beat Ohio State. I think they roll through the rest of the schedule. I think they beat either Nebraska or Wisconsin in the Big Ten Championship. 12-1 Big Ten Championship is going to get you in. I think Michigan State is a mortal lock to be in my Final Four.
And Pete's absolutely right. This is so early because last week it would have been four different teams. Ole Miss would have been at two. But my team on the outside that could be there at the end is going to have to be Notre Dame with that one loss. That one loss was on the road to Florida State. Many believe it wasn't even a loss. And at the end of the year, when things shake out, if they run the table, they beat Arizona State at Arizona State. They beat USC at USC. That's three tough games on the road. The Florida State game could have been a win. Everett Golson's going to be a Heisman candidate. They want guys like that playing in the college football playoff. They're going to be competing with the one-loss Kansas State team. Neither one of these teams have a conference championship game. So when you look at it, who has the worst one loss? Kansas State got beat at their place by Auburn. And if you look at it, Notre Dame could have won that game, went on the road, played the number 2 team in the nation down to the wire, beat Arizona State, beat USC. That's going to be my one-loss team that gets in.
And logistically, with only some mild respect here heard, there are only 2 teams that matter left that are undefeated. Mississippi State's probably going to lose. They got to go to Alabama, got to go to Ole Miss. Florida State's looking like they're begging to get tagged, but even if they get through, we're not even November yet, and almost everyone has a loss, which means you're going to have a lot of 2-loss Power 5 conference champion teams. So if Notre Dame runs the table, 11-1, they might do it.
And Notre Dame's sexy. You got Notre Dame sitting there in Kansas State. Who you putting in? They want to see the Irish in there. Of course they're going to be in.
College football players
Come on now.
They don't care sexy. It says in the manual, don't care about sexy.
Again next Tuesday when the new rankings are released. For Doug and Few, I'm Ray. Thanks for watching. For all of your college football playoff news, inside analysis, be sure to check out CampusInsiders.com.